Dr. Kemi for Kemi Talks 2024. A recap of some of those stories I did this year. The Mobad story was done last year, and I did a 60-day investigation, solved the case, and I gave the information to police. It was simply ignored. The people behind Mobad's death are in the government. They're very powerful, high ranking people who are affiliated with the government, and some of them are in the government. There's a lot of power behind Mohbad's death. Mohbad's death had elements of sacrifice in it, elements of manslaughter, elements of murder. Look how many people was in that house that night. 15 people. I spoke to 4 of those 15. Look at what Yomi Fabi is doing. He's running helter-skelter, trying to get all the clues together. What a detective should be doing at homicide at Bansi. But then the head of homicide has died. He was first transferred to Akwa Ibom. When a case becomes high profile, notice how the CP retires. Owoha was there. He retired, went to the Interpol. Odumosu retired during the Romani case. They don't want to handle this stuff. They don't care about you. The Nigerian police does not care about you. Okay? My own grandfather was the first DIG that worked with IGP Finlay, the British guy. It was picked by Queen Elizabeth. I've said it many times. I'm police child. At the end of the day, I do not trust Nigerian police. Their funding comes from Western sources. I hope you know that. I said that on Silverbird News. Funding to Nigerian police comes from Western sources, and they give them all this money, and they don't want to be defunded. Go to America and see Black Lives Matter, how they protested to defund the police. When you're funding the police and they're killing people, you must defund them. Okay, so we cleared SARS out of the way. Didn't they start doing the same thing, extortion and different things again? Didn't somebody die in Kwara State last week in police custody, and the IGP went there to see the family? Who needs all these visits? Don't kill people. At the end of the day, Mohbad's case, okay, was solved. That's what I'm going to leave down in history, but not by the police. There are many cases I solved, and it was not the police that solved it. Go to Ghana police and ask them about Kachi's death. The one that they wanted to implicate Barry J. of pushing him from the balcony when Kachi was visibly high and drunk and he jumped the balcony. I solved that case before Ghana police. And then when Ghana police came out with their police report, it was extensive. It was a mirror of what I did. I don't know whether the person that wrote that report actually copied my work. I don't know. But the fact remains that that boy was vindicated. Barry J sent me a voice note. I have that voice note till today to thank me for putting out the truth there. Some of Kachi's friends were there threatening me and cursing me and all that. I've been paid. I hear this nonsense all the time. If I've been paid by all these people, if I've been paid by Dibanj, paid by Fatayimbo, paid by, who else is there? IVD, paid by everybody. Every investigation I did, if I've been paid, I'll be rich. I don't even have a car. I never had one in Nigeria. I was always soliciting for money from. Notice that when I'm looking for donations, I don't go to any big person. I don't need any big person's money. I go to the people that are actually reading my work. I ask you for donations to help journalism. Even with my medical situation now, it's you that I ask. I didn't go to Ned in Woko. I didn't go to this person or that person. You don't understand how the world works. No one has a sense of entitlement. But Mohbad was unalived by Wunmi Adebanjo. Wunmi's mother is very powerful in the police force, very powerful in the political realm. There's nothing going to happen to Wunmi. Some people were messaging me. I'm not on TikTok anymore. This is not a TikTok account. This is just a dummy account that I used to make videos now. I'm not working on these platforms anymore simply because I'm going to retire. So I don't want to give you that impression I'm still working. But some of you were messaging me, you were asking me if Mohbad's father needs a new lawyer. How many lawyers has he had? Is it not the third one now? It's not about lawyers. Look at what the last lawyer did. Taiwo Dumusu, no relation to that police chief. Look at what he said to the Punch. They went as far as Borno State to look for private investigators. I'm talking about real SARS officers If you know Northern SARS officers, those ones can catch armed robbers, they can do everything. They worked with Abakari, STS guys, Special Tactical Force, all those big ass police officers there. He tried to hire many of them as private detectives. They all said no. They did not want to touch it because they knew who was running that case, and they said they feared for their families. If any of them goes to investigate that case, they can go and kill their families. So that's Nigeria for you. Why do you think I left? The government is supposed to be the one threatening me. The police, they've already tried to assassinate me, and then you join them by, threatening me over our money because your favorite celebrity said they should leak my number and my address. I go to banks, I go to malls, people will be heckling and abusing me every time. Who needs that life? Continue to suffer where you are unless you want the truth. Mohbad may not get justice. It's just life. Those that are supposed to be advocating for Mohbad, they're not you. It's supposed to be everyone in the music industry. Why have we not heard from them? There's a lot going on in the music industry you don't know. The whole cult, Illuminati, and spiritual forces. If every artist in Lagos now drops what they're doing, and I mean every artist that knew Mohbad, okay, from the Don Jazzies to the Tiwa Savages to the Aria Stars to the everyone, all that dips, name it, and took a placard and walked straight to the CP's office, do you think something will happen or not? Every music artist in Lagos, justice for Mohbad. Do you think anything will happen? Yes, everything will happen. But they're not ready for that. It's not their problem. Life moves on. You're nobody in the music. If you want to get into the Nigerian music industry, I suggest you don't. There are two things I would give you advice for. If you want to be a music artist, don't do anything in Nigeria. Go to Ghana. The Ghanaians, they like Nigerian music. That's all they play in all the establishments. Clubs, supermarkets, everywhere. It's Nigerian music playing up top. Okay, go there, network, meet with people, get into the industry, go to industry events. That's where you belong. Not Nigeria. Okay, because you will not even forge forward. When you're in Nigeria, you'll be trying to, everybody wants to meet Don Jazzy, everyone wants to blow out. It doesn't work that way. If you know how he gets his artists, you wouldn't even be asking questions. Michael trains his artists maybe a year before they can even launch them out. Okay, this is a new artist from Mavino. Let me say this to you. If you're studying mass communications, you want to be a journalist, Nigeria, no. You leave Nigeria and go and practice elsewhere. If you can't go abroad to Western countries, go to an African country. You can't practice journalism in Nigeria. The cyber criminal law will not allow you to practice. Unless you want to lie and work with all the TV stations, the radio, and the papers that will tell you your assignments. You can't report anything you want. If you see news happening, you can't report it. It's called suppression of news. Bullion fan entering Tinubu's house, 2019 elections for Buhari. Nobody could report it, except people like me. So stay away from the music business. Stay away from mass comm. If you want to do them, you know where to go. All right? This is a story about Mohbad. Deep down in my mind, I have tried my best. I've spent a lot of my money and I will repeat it. This is the last I'm talking about Mohbad. Even the people trying to extort money from Yomi Fabi between Adura and the Damola guy, the people surrounding Mohbad's death are his own people. Okay, Darusha and Adura were supposed to be locked up a long time ago. They're just giving that father a headache. The mother doesn't care. You gotta know what you gotta know. And the CC camera is still in Apple's server. Yomi should leave that whole server of the estate. The people in the estate are even working for the people protecting Wunmi. If you listen to Yomi's show, a woman that was going to help them, she had somebody else calling her too. So a lot of shady stuff, but you have to watch your steps. God bless Yomi Fabi, and God bless everybody watching this video. Share.